say that without using the gadgets, maybe he's outdated in the market in the future. That is also there, right? Again, it's a debatable aspect over here, but I accept that yes, we have an issue with that. Can you please tell me one thing that, okay, why don't you talk only negative to that? What's the good thing about this Gen Z? Which is lacking in us, like, but they do. Let's talk about a positive. Adaptability to technology. They are quick learners. And we say a word like, I don't know how to use that. Guru ke gottilla to Google ke gottilla, like that. Now for everybody is like, they don't see. Initially, if I come with the facts and figures to the students, oh, so knows everything. Now they know much more than this because easily available. And they're very bold. Right? When they're studying only, they will earn, they will work, they have a plans for the startups. May not be. And if you, for example, if I see myself, somewhere I see that my students, for that age when I am there, they are 100% better than me. Because we didn't have that use of technology like this. Right? Adaptability, confidence it could be. What else? The good things about Gen Z? Their resistance to change as well as to challenge. Absolutely. Right? But one thing which, very thing which is hurting us is like, the Gen Z has a major issues with their emotional intelligence. The stress and burnout rate is quite high. A lot of students are taking their life for small silly aspects. And whenever they say that, sir, I'm stressed, I'm going for a depression. To be frank, as a teacher, I feel like, depression? What? 2-3 problems you're feeling depression, but I don't know their state of mind. But in most of the cases, we have seen that people are depressed, going for the depression, committing suicide because of the stress. And we have undergone the same stage. Maybe you are not as stressed as like them, but they see very issues. I don't want to, tell this in a good way. Like I have seen a lot of kids in 6th standard, 7th standard committing suicide for a small aspects. They are not accepting things. So, as a teacher, some extent we have a boundary. Like I cannot be a teacher. I have to be a mentor to you. I also have to be a good coach to you. And meanwhile, we have to be very mindful that how our words will influence others. Right? Well, so actually it is all about an introduction. I have taken 45 minutes introduction, so I have to make it very quick. So, what are the challenges of Gen Z? All of us is facing is like, first one is disengagement in a learning. Traditional lecture method feels outdated for Gen Z learners, which is a factual. And we need to go for self-paced learning, activity-based. And trust me, I will quote my own example. I was working for one of the institutions in Suratkal. I used to take insurance management subject. The previous lecturer, whenever he used to take insurance management subject, everyone used to love it. Because he used to teach what exactly is required and he used to make a lot of activity and everything. And I was so young and came to the teaching field, I was like, I want to do wonder, I want to teach everything, corporate, that. The moment I took the subject, I started teaching everything. Syllabus, what is there? Adding to the syllabus. The day when I started teaching, the subject becomes tough for them. The scores are average. The point over here is like, 1 hour I used to teach, I don't understand what exactly they require. I give a lot of content to them. I didn't make this class more interesting and I didn't make them to search for the information. See, I'm telling you, we have a thought process like everything we need to teach in the class, that era is gone. I may run a anger to all people, correct me if I'm saying wrong, but I'm telling you, yes, that era has gone. You have to make students to search for the information and knowledge. So making presentation is not wrong. Doing case study is the right approach. Making activity in the class is much needed. And now, more than 30 minutes, I will not go for the lecture method. 1 hour mein, 30 minutes I take a lecture, remaining 30 minutes I make an activity related to the subject which is more interesting. Trust me, that really works. If it goes on coming with that, I have to teach everything, I have to get all the knowledge, get all the information, it's called spoon feeding. Don't do that. Especially I'm talking for a master's. Don't do this. So, the basic important aspect is like engagement in learning the time. The traditional lecture method is outdated. Digital overload, high screen time leads to distraction, anxiety and multitasking inefficiently. Now I'll tell you, have you all heard about micro-learning? So in companies we do micro-learning refers to small 3 minutes, 7 minutes, PDF reading, videos, we dump it to the employees. So what happens, 3 minutes they read, they understand, they get into the work. They have to complete it. Now, it's like a short how we see, right? Similar thing is called micro-learning. Normally for 10 minutes, 3 minutes, nothing like that it goes. Micro-learning. Some extent using micro-learning for the Gen Z is most important aspects. Because the retention time, focus time has reduced drastically. As I mentioned, mental health struggles, rising cases of stress, burnout and identity confusion. What is this identity confusion? Segregating students. Identity confusions.
They confuse what exactly they have. Once they might feel something like I want to be a businessman.
They are confused about their profession, okay? Segregations, okay? Identity confusions.
They don't know how to place themselves in the job market or any market they're in.
They are okay. They are not able to figure out where they normally belong to. Anyone? The personality behavior. Absolutely right. Yes, ma'am? Yes, what they want to be, they don't have a clarity. Just imagine that I ask the students like, why did you join MBA? Sir, I want to be a businessman. Okay. Why did you choose logistic and supply chain management? No, it's like my neighbors has come, along with them I have to come over here. You ask, you do this survey in MBA, I don't want to pitch about MBA always. Just take into consider that you take any classes, ask them all, are their UG, PG and job is aligned? It is not. Most of them want to be a social media influencer, that is everything which is not matching with their profession. So they don't have a clarity that what they really want to be. There's a major issues. Unrealistic expectation, instant success culture is shaped by influencers and viral stories. I don't want to explain about it. If I goes and explaining this point, it goes for 30 minutes. You know really well what is happening in a YouTube, you really well what is happening in a social media. Alright? They just want maximum views, they just want that, and expectation of the Gen Z is going and the level. Poor workplace etiquette, as I mentioned about it, and the most important aspect is low resilience. But I expect everyone, please do this. In company, we do a feedback mechanism. We use feedback for each and everything. So, I had an issue with this as a teacher before getting into a proper company's life. Sometimes as a teacher, I am not accepting that feedback so easily. Maybe there are 99 good things are there, one thing bad thing that haunt me. One bad thing. Please. Always feedback, it has to be for the good thing. Take the feedback from the student, give feedback to the students. It's more important aspect. Don't miss it out. It could be anything. Give constructive feedback. The feedback mechanism plays an important role. So I hope that today's Gen Z we have a problem with accepting feedback. The next one is the low resilience, difficulty in coping up with a failure or long-term effort due to fast reward cultures. So what we have to do to deal with these people, that is a Gen Z when it comes to academics, we have to go for the revamping of a pedagogy, interactive as well as experiential. Please ensure that our learning or teaching method, it has to be interactive, it has to be experiential. Can you please tell me that what are the experiential activity we do for the students? We give case studies. Case study is a wonderful method. And we have to do a live project. So I'm telling you, most of the companies, trust me, most of the companies, they expect students to take care of the projects. Especially startups. And trust me, can you just tell me that how many IT companies could be there in Dakshina Kannada? How many IT companies may be there in Dakshina Kannada? 100? It's more than 130. This is what I am talking about. We say, Dakshina Kannada, there is no IT company, there is no job. It is there. It is there. Please do a proper research. Most of the companies in Mangalore also, they want students for the live projects. Also, I request everyone, obviously, please entertain internship. And internship should not be for 1 or 2 months, minimum of 3 months, or 3 to 6 months. Please. And whenever you send a student for the internship, ensure that internship is aligned with their specialization and assessing the internship. Weekly once, they have to report to us that what exactly happened in over there and keep external mentor. Every company there will be a person who will look after the internship. Please take their numbers, interact with them, send a mail, please follow up. So it's very, very strict in our college, like we make sure that 6-month internship you need to do that. Trust me, the good result comes. And if the student who chooses the wrong company for internship, then he is falling his degree. Because it's 6 months, not 1 month. I don't want to name it, I'm going for a small society, I'm doing simply sitting over there. And they told me to stamp it, had to do it. For a 1 month, definitely not going to work. And there are a lot of platforms, online platforms are there. You can go to Naikuri, you can go to LinkedIn. Stipend related internships are there. Only little effort has to happen from our side. Little effort. Minimum to 15, 25k, up to 25k internship. Work from home with the stipend we have. Please make use of it. Please ensure that when it comes to students, interactive and experientials. Then teach digital hygiene and focus skills. Digital, not only digital things, digital hygiene. What is this? What to use, how much to use. It's most important aspects. And the most important aspect is like, don't restrict them to use AI, and we have to be very clever in identifying or assessing the AI content. Trust me, I'm going to tell this like in my companies we had a last round of cultural fit. There are different rounds, right? First round, second round, technical round. Last round is cultural fit. Everything, no matter what is the score, whether it is easy, culturally fit to my organization, I'll do it. How we do? I'll keep my, there is one particular application called Avoma, right? We use that and we keep it on, we make a conversations. The moment the interview is done, I look into the particular platform, the platform says that is it cultural fit or not. Yes or no option gives. Tell me, why I have to assess? System says that. Do it based on our conversation, the candidate is good or not. System does everything. My point over here is like, you should know that how to use a system, how much to use a system, and how to assess. You write 3 pages. I don't want to give advanced way. Go to ChatGPT. Write everything. One prompt. To avoid the plagiarism, kindly make this sentence and say done. Trust me, no plagiarism score will come to that. So my point over here is that students know that, students use that, you should also know to assess. It's more important. I cannot restrict it to the ChatGPT. No, they will do it in one or other way. Why to go for a billboard? Prompt itself is enough. A lot of things to tell about in the other platforms could be the better one. Embed mental wellness and UQ models. Now most of the companies are hiring the people to take care of the stress as well as the mental health. For example, nowadays companies are using watches and rings. There are a lot of rings that come out which will test your health. How much stress you have, what's the heartbeat and everything. Companies are saying that, okay, if it is like, for example, now let's take into consideration Sharmila ma'am is my team leader. I'm working under Sharmila ma'am. If my rings gives a very negative, stress, like then the problem for Sharmila ma'am. Because she's not managing her employees properly and employees are stressful. We go to that level. You have a gadgets to test, to measure the stress level of an employee. So, amid mental wellness and UCO models, please ensure that you will do a mentorship, you will coach, and you will be like a friend to your students. Blend tech tools, gamifications, and micro learning. What is gamifications? Have you heard about it? Gamification is a good method in teaching you follow. Wonderful method. Gamification. You heard? Okay, it's very simple, right? For example, everyone plays. Suppose you might have played Candy Crush, right? It has a different levels. Once you complete, you will get one level, or you will get a reward point. You will get a level up, or you will get certain benefits. You will get certain scores. It makes quite interesting, right? Learning is like that. You have to learn this. If you complete this level, you will get this. So what makes, it is interactive. You feel like, no, I want to do it. My level is this. I was telling about typing speed, right? People say that, what is your speed? 30. See, mine is 60. I'm in 34th level. Student, I'm an employee just to like it. And trust me, sometimes, that typing speed has a weird, that voices. Like, whenever you press right, it sounds. In office hours, people are like using this. I was like, what are you doing? So typing speed, sir. I was like, come on, you have a lot of work, finish it. Why are you doing this? No, sir, I'm stressful. I just want to do this. My level is this. So when you make a learning is interesting, it's like a game, gamification method. It's a fun, right? As I mentioned about micro learning also, I don't know, I'm just pitching it for you all people. There's a platform called Articulate 360. Articulate 360, www.articulate360. Go there. Create one, it's recording, right? Fine. Create one free account in that. Okay, your own, not from the institutions, don't do that. Okay, then you can do a small micro learning model. You can create your own course in your name. How Coursera is there, right? Correct? Coursera, Udemy. You can do the course, right? You can create your own customized one. Then you can share with the students. What I do normally, right? Instead of doing some assignment and everything, I will make small courses. I will give it to the students. So they will read. At the end, they will get a certificate of our own. So what happens? This is a part of their internals. Not 10 marks, first internal 10 marks, this assignment presentation. I make digital courses, that is everything. So please ensure that all these efforts will make the Gen Z some extent move towards the success. Real world industries project and mentors, please, capstone project, live projects, internship, encourage. As a fresher, and one more stuff like nowadays company hire student as an intern. After 6 months, they make them as an employee. Because in 6 months, they have one more scrutinizing aspect that is he worth enough, should I hire or not. So I always say for a master, 2 or 1 project and 2 internship, or minimum of 1 project or 1 internship is compulsory. If anywhere it could possible, please increase the internship duration. Minimum of 3 months, not 1 month. Sincere request. Trust me. And ensure that this internship happens in a right platforms. I'm telling you, logistic and supply chain management, LSCM. You go to Bangalore, you go to Pune, huge demand is there. As an intent to hire. As an intent to hire. So, especially for marketing and finance, also we have a huge demand. HR, all these startups are using hiring, the student as a HR intern and they make them work. It's good. Please use all this stuff. Okay. So Okay. So this is one aspect. I hope if Zen Z would teach us, what would they tell us to change in your classroom? Any funny answers? Instead of assignment, you will ask, sir, reels is fine. What could be if the Zen Z would like to teach us in the classroom? Flexible timing, correct, right? They require all this stuff. Hybrid mode and all this stuff, right? Anyhow, that's a shame. And trust me, I was not aware of Zoom or I was not aware of all these platforms before COVID. But now the COVID has taught us in this way. And hybrid education, hybrid certifications, everything is going to another level. I'm doing my one of the degree from National Institute of Management. The classroom, assignment, everything happens in the portal. And if I miss the class, I can go back and I can see the recording of that. Assessment also happen in a different way. For example, exam also, my eyeball, everything is. If I turn like this, I'll get a 1 warning. 3 times it's disqualifications. So we have an assessment. We cannot say that digital tool has a loopholes. Definitely it is not. And most of the exams, for example, AWS examinations, what happens? You have to show your rooms, right? And they will assess you throughout. So we do have a lot of aspects. So things are getting changed, and trust me, after 5 years, our education system also could be another level. And the only thing is required if we want to survive in this field, adopt, change, and we have to flexible. We have to make ourselves more flexible. Anyhow, I don't want to take much time because I'm running behind lot of content back. There's 2 things which we are talking about is Industry 5.0 and Education 5.0. Anyone, what is Industry 5.0 speak about? Anyone? What exactly? Okay, let's look into this. I will not go in depth. Okay, I have some other content to discuss. Okay, what message does Industry 5.0 give to educators and academicians? Focus on human skill, not just our skills. So, human skills, creativity, being emotional, intelligent, being ethical, being loyal is most important. The most important aspect is please teach values to our students. So, I don't know to say this. Again, the trainer like us have a huge demand now, once again, because we thought after this technology, everyone is focused on technology, but now values and human skills becomes the most emerging aspect. So, 5.0 industry speaks about, focuses more on a human skill, not just hard skills. I just take 5 minutes and after that I'll go for the break. So when it comes to teacher, the facilitator of purpose, not just a syllabus finishes. So as a teacher, for me is only thing is I think that completing a syllabus is an end. No. What is the purpose of this syllabus? Is it reflected in a person? For example, in company what happens we make a training, after the training we will evaluate them, we will assess them. For example, if I am not performing really well, then I have been put into PIP. PIP, everyone, performance improvement plan. 2 months, they will give a training content. In the 2 months 1 month is a learning, 1 month is a period of watching. After my learning, 1 month they will watch, assess, still I am not recovering, home. Okay, so in companies, assessment happens in a proper way. To some extent in teaching, it is. Don't worry, I am also a teacher, I am telling it. Some students they score 70, 80, 90%, but in reality, we are not worth for it. Correct? What is happening in that basis? Some extent we lack in assessment. So make sure that the basic purpose of us is to facilitate, not just finishing that, and the shift from a rote to research and reflections. Rote learning, everything about memorizations. But today's the industry 5.0 speaks about The learning has to reflect it, and everything, the research has given a lot of importance in it. I hope everyone knows about MEP, we have a 3-track, right? So when it comes to, we have a research track also for the students to be offered. So please ensure that in academics, we give a case study, we make the students to go for the research. Also ensure that whatever the learning we give to them, it is reflected in their attitude, it is reflected in their behavior. Lifelong learning is not optional. What is lifelong learning? Am I making you go? What is lifelong learning? Continuous learning. As a teacher, are you doing a lifelong learning? Yes, right? But for me, if you ask me, like, sometimes what happens in the process of this lot of work and everything, in my expertise, I need to spend, I can say that every day, or it could be like for my life, or it could be my profession, I need to spend certain aspect. For example, people say about bridging the gap between industry and corporate. I'm telling you, LinkedIn is a wonderful platform for you to know about what is happening in a corporate. I'm very active in the LinkedIn. I do a lot of courses in the LinkedIn I follow. So I'll tell you how does it work. I will tell you. You read a book. You read any book, and find out who is the author. Follow them in the LinkedIn. Follow them in the Slack. Okay? Connect them in the Slack or connect them in any other platforms and test them more. Message them more. Interact. This is how it works. So we hesitate. Don't do that. There are a lot of authors which I read a book. For example, there's a concept called agile in the companies like Scrum Masters and everything. The agile concept has been initiated by the Micron. So what happens? We will, in our company, we used to interact with the Micron. And we used to interact. We used to ask the doubt. We feel like they are charged. Nothing like that. They also share knowledge. They also share a content. Please make sure that if you really want to connect with an industry, you have to collaborate and you have to interact with an industry. One platform for us, like how social media is a link. Bridge industry academic gap with real world exposures. Please internship and take a lot of projects. And equivalently, what message does academic 5.0, that is education 5.0 gives? From curriculum delivery to capability development. I'm not just finishing my syllabus, I'm developing the capability. It's more important. Even after having an MBA degree, even after having an engineering degree, is he able to code? Is he able to manage? Is he able to answer the basic question? If it is not, I have not maintained that capability. From marks and ranks to purpose and meaning, use AI, don't fear it. Teach through collaborations, not isolation. Rethink assessment and feedback. Be industry and society learning partner. And we have the difference over here when it comes to focus. Industry 5.0 speaks about empowers workers, value creativity, whereas Education 5.0 speaks about student-centered, adaptive learning. When it comes to technology collaboration, co-working with AI, co-boards, smart tools, like we need to work with AI. It's not like AI will replace me, I'm going to replace AI. I don't want to compete with AI. Please mark my word. Nobody is competing with AI, we are collaborating with AI. Industry 5.0 is all about a collaboration, it's not about a competitions. When it comes to sustainability, green factories, responsible consumption, sustainability education, green campuses, lifelong learning, upskilling across career phases, and when it comes to personalization, mass customization with user input. Now, learning has become personalized. Anyhow, so by this I will give a small break. We'll catch after 15 minutes, then we'll discuss about the LAD, that is nothing but learning and development from the corporate side. Thank you.
Mangalore is known as an education hub. Many students from different places come to Mangalore just for study purposes. So just take a round around a famous private research and skill-focused university, that is Srinivas University. Srinivas University is the flagship of the 18 Srinivas group of institutions started by the A. Shamrao Foundation. It is a private charitable trust founded in 1988 by an eminent chartered accountant, Dr. A. Raghavendra Rao. Proud son of Atka Shamrao, renowned chartered accountant and visionary academician, Dr. C. A. Raghavendra Rao started the first educational institution, that is Srinivas College of Hotel Management, in the year 1988. Today, more than 13,000 students are pursuing their higher education at Srinivas University and Srinivas Group of Institutions. Dr. A. Srinivas Rao, Vice President of A. Shamrao Foundation and Srinivas Group of Colleges, Mangalore, is an eminent personality. The university has also recognized his contribution in managing higher education institutions effectively. The group has established many milestones in the quality education in the field of healthcare, medical, dental, paramedical, allied health sciences, hotel management, engineering and technology, physiotherapy, nursing, aviation studies, port shipping and supply chain management. The university has established networking with many industries, universities, and education services providers to substantially improve the quality and weightage of the course and degrees respectively. Presently, Srinivas University has 9 institutes offering innovative industry-oriented specialized courses of UG, PG, and research levels. The Institute of Engineering and Technology is a constituent college under Srinivas University located at Mukka, National Highway 66, Mangaluru. The college campus is developed in a lush green environment with well-qualified and experienced faculty, state-of-the-art laboratories and research facilities in the field of engineering, technology and management science as per international standards, with the aim of creating technically sound engineers and decision makers who can establish themselves successfully in the industry and global market. Robotics, artificial intelligence and machine learning, cyber security and cyber forensic, data science, cloud technology and information security. Mangalore is known as an education hub. Many students from different places come to Mangalore just for study purposes. So just take a round around a famous private research and skill-focused university, that is Mangalore is known as an education hub. Many students from different places come to Mangalore just for study purposes. So just take a round around a famous private research and skill-focused university, that is Srinivas University. Srinivas University is the flagship of the 18 Srinivas group of institutions started by the A. Shamrao Foundation. It is a private charitable trust founded in 1988 by an eminent chartered accountant, Dr. A. Raghavendra Rao. proud son of Atka Shamrao, renowned chartered accountant and visionary academician, Dr. C.A. Raghavendra Rao, started the first educational institution, that is Srinivas College of Hotel Management, in the year 1988. Today, more than 13,000 students are pursuing their higher education at Srinivas University and Srinivas Group of Institutions. Dr. A. Srinivas Rao, Vice President of A. Shamrao Foundation and Srinivas Group of Colleges, Mangalore, is an eminent personality. The university has also recognized his contribution in managing higher education institutions effectively. The group has established many milestones in the quality education in the field of healthcare, medical, dental, paramedical, allied health sciences, hotel management.